Hey family, Dr. Tarot here. I want to make a brief video. I'm doing dailies now very consistently. My plan is to keep doing that. I work well with a very fixed schedule. Um, but I just want to say a few things. I mean, first of all, this space belongs to everybody. If you're watching this video or you arrived here, I mean, you're home. I mean that. Inclusivity, like, to the nth degree. Now, that said, I also want to say that I've been doing this for 20 years, but I have also been a consumer of tarot readings. And I say this as someone who still has these struggles, right? Just full disclosure, I have clinical depression. I have anxiety as well. We'll put that aside. That's not what I want to talk about, but I'm totally open to questions. And again, open book here on that. But what I do want to say is that tarot readings, whether you watch them on YouTube, and by the way, I will love watching them, or you purchase readings regularly, and it's about a relationship or a person, and it's the same person, and it can get addictive. And I believe it can be damaging to the psyche and to to the self. So I just want to put out there into the universe that I want to be a force of, obviously, empowerment. That's a huge one for me. That's why, somewhere in the banner of my page, it says, feel empowered. Take Charge Tarot. There's a reason it's called Take Charge Tarot. My goal is for those of you to see these readings as invitations, obviously invitations to even pay attention to them. If it doesn't resonate with you, it wasn't for you, like point blank. But for you to know that no tarot reading has more power than you. This is not the power of God coming through the reading and telling you that this is what's going to happen. So let's talk about that real quickly. Future casting or telling the future. I don't do that. And the reason I don't do that is because tarot is a crappy vehicle for telling the future, and yeah, I mean, I could say more about that, but let's leave it there, because the second I say, oh, you're going to have a hot dog in tomorrow for lunch. I mean, I know that's obviously not a good example, but the second it comes out of my mouth, there are seconds following that result has been already altered. That's just the nature of the universe. That's just like laws of nature. I have no control over them. We are just people, tarot readers, and I consider myself a tarot reader. I consider myself a psychic. It is a muscle that I have exercised for long. Do I have a natural talent and ability? I don't really get into all that. I mean, sure, but I think it's silly to get a whole lot of ego about it. That's, I guess, where I'm coming from. But I am a channel, and I see this as service work. I'm putting that channel, which is work, to I'm offering it to people who may benefit from the guidance that I receive for them. So I really invite you to see my readings, certainly maybe other readings, but definitely my readings, as invitations to work together. I'm one half of this, or maybe not. Maybe I'm 2% of it. Great. But I am merely a guide, a helper, or I don't even want to say a guide. No, a channel, just that, like, oh, and I have gotten readings before. Let me be really, really, again, transparent. Many years ago, actually kind of when I was starting, I was like a couple years in, but I was in a relationship. It didn't work out. And then there was this whole, like, we were broken up, like it was done. But I got, on average, and this was a teacher of mine, and I have all the respect for her. She's no longer with us. But I was getting like a reading a week maybe, or like, 2 readings a month. I really don't remember. I just know I spent so much money. I paid this person $60. And by the way, again, this is in 2003. A lot of money because I continued to have this insecurity. And in the readings, again, not knocking the readings, but there continued to be this like hope and this thing. And now I would do that differently. You know, I would really consult my inner self and, well, whatever. The point is, I want to make certain that this is a tool of empowerment, a tool of clarification. You know, you might have a sense, because tarot readings should feel right. They should feel right. They should feel affirming. Like, oh, you know, I kind of felt that way. You know, I knew that was the thing. That makes so much sense. It really should. And I encourage you that if you start to feel that little, you're off, a little imbalance, take a break. Take a break from watching a tarot reading. Take a break from my readings. You know, I don't know. I just give yourself that. Pick up a deck. Start learning on your own. And that's another, so that's kind of like another huge, yes, my channel is here, but I really want to empower as many people to learn tarot and to just to learn it. And it's you know, it's mundane. Yes, it has a spiritual quality and all this stuff, but it's something you can literally, I have a deck in my purse all the time. Pull it out, talk to it, see what spirit wants you to know right then. But we'll talk about that later. But I just, take home message for this video that's already going into 7 minutes is just, I am a channel. I cannot tell you what is going to happen to you. I cannot tell you if someone is right or wrong for you. I can only deliver the guidance that I receive from your guides who give me permission to come in and talk to them. So that's it. That's it. And I do not want any kind of, you know, glorification beyond that. So anyway, feel free to comment your questions. I'm happy to answer any and all questions you might have. I am here to be a resource to you, and I really take that role very seriously. So take care.